Good morning, good morning. How are you? Let's get our blending buds ready. Damp blending bud. We are going to put some foundation on and get ready for our day. Set the foundation for our day, if you will. We're going to choose joy today. Let's see, get this. If you're here, please say hello. It's what social media is all about. It's about being social. I'm a social person. I like to talk. It's much more fun when I can interact with you than talk to a blank screen, right? Are you somebody who loves conversation? Are you somebody who likes to kind of sit back and take it all in? Observer or participator? Which do you think best describes you? Let's see. I don't want to do that. Trying to learn like these little hacks on my computer, but it's not cooperating. We'll have to okay, well, anyway. We'll just let that go. Okay. So let's get our foundation a-moving. Oops, we dropped some. So this is a different foundation tip for you. We're going to do a blending bud today instead of the brush that I did yesterday. I just want to show you some different techniques that might work best for you. If you have large pores, then this might be what you want to do. So I put my foundation on with the blending bud because I want to press it in. And by pressing that that primer that I did before I came live, by pressing the primer in, it kind of fills those fine lines, those pores. And we're going to do the same with foundation. So if you feel like your foundation is not setting the way that you want it to, you don't have quite that flawless look, then try some different ways. You know, try doing with, if the brush isn't working, then try with a blending bud and see if you get a smoother finish. Oftentimes the problem is you're not exfoliating. You've got to be exfoliating 2 to 3 times a week. That's why sometimes your skin looks kind of flaky or scaly or, you know, just not smooth, not fresh. Try exfoliating. I love using an exfoliating mask. That's my faves. And if you don't have time to mask, because I know we're busy, you just take a little handful of that mask and put it right in with your face wash. So that's a quick hack. Okay, let's get some brows going. So we're starting the day. We're going to choose joy today. Today is actually a rough day for me, but I'm choosing joy. Today is, I don't want to talk about it a lot because I'll probably get emotional today. Usually I don't, but today is the 10-year anniversary of my mother getting her angel wings. So today, more than ever, it's important for me to choose joy, to not let, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to remember, but I don't want that, like, negative sadness type thing to take over my day. I want to choose joy and, you know, remember, honor her. I think that's remember and honor her by choosing joy. You know, it's so easy to get enveloped in sadness. And I shed my tears this morning, and I usually don't shed tears anymore, very rarely, but, you know, I think it's because it's 10 years. Like, it's I don't know. It's just hard to believe it's been that long. But I think that, you know, like that along with just anything that goes on in your life, when you can choose joy. Hey, Shelby, good morning. When you can choose joy over that, I think that's so powerful to not let that negative emotion. So, you know, being 10 years since my mother passed, I could let today just be the worst day ever. But I don't want to live my life that way. You know, when when she first passed, I, you just don't know what to do with that emotion and that sadness, right? It's natural. Nothing wrong with that. And I made a conscious decision that I was going to, I didn't know, I knew she didn't want me to sit around and cry. She didn't want that. And death is such a hard thing, everybody handles it differently. And you're just trying to kind of feel normal again, was how I was feeling. I just wanted to kind of feel normal again and, develop that new normal because, it's never going to be the same. So I decided that I knew she didn't want me to be sad. And, I decided that my life was going to kind of be a tribute to her. That I was going to get up and I was going to get moving and I was going to push harder than I had ever pushed before. I was going to be kinder than I ever was. I was going to be more positive because I wanted that to be a tribute to my mother's life. I wanted my actions to be a part of her legacy. So that's what pushed me in those times. And that's what drives me every day. I still strive to make her proud, even though, she's not physically here anymore. So, on today being the 10-year anniversary of her getting her angel wings, I think it's like that pinnacle, like, anniversary that, I definitely had tears this morning when I wrote a post on my personal wall about her. But again, I try to pull it together because I want to live in honor of her. I don't think you have to go through emotions. There's nothing wrong with emotions. I just know that, like for me, I got it out, got those tears out. And it's just important for me to make the most of each day. And I feel like I make the most when I choose joy. And that's why I say choose joy so often. First, little side note, my mom's middle name was Joy. So that's why joy comes up so often for me. But I think I say choose joy because it is a choice. Every day you get choices. And one of the choices that you get is how are you going to run your day? Sometimes things are outside of our control for sure. But you have the choice of how you want to live your life. You have the choice of the emotions that you're going to let run your day, right? So anyway, on this anniversary that it's still like 10 years is crazy to me. It does not seem like that at all, but I choose joy. I choose joy. And I hope those around me know that, I no need to, like tiptoe around things. I think that, like things like that, you can't change it. It's almost like when you worry. You can worry all day long, but it's not going to change the situation. So I think that, I don't know, her passing, I try to see the good in things. I mean, obviously, if I could change it, I would, and she'd still be here, but I can't change that. So what can I take from it? And, I don't know, I guess I choose to see the good. And, the good for me, given the cards that I was dealt, is that I feel like it forced me to be more independent because she was my rock. Like, I relied on her for everything, right? Like, mom will fix it. Mom will know the answer. So it forced me to, really step into myself and to really try to play that role to others. How can I be a rock for others? How can I support others the way that she did? And to really take a look. I wasn't living a bad life by any means, but really to take a look because she had such an impact on people, still when people, make the connection and know that, she was my mom, they're like, oh my gosh, I loved her and she was amazing. And she just really went out of her way to make a difference in people's day. So that's what I choose to do now. Everything is a choice, right? It's a choice. Choosing to smile today. Choosing to, make it a happy day. There may be moments of the day where emotion, kind of hits me, but for the most part, that's my intention. So every morning, the reason I bring all of this up is I'm an open book, and I, just as much as I want to get to know you, I want you to get to know me. But everything's, intentional. Live your life with intention. Decide, what you're going to do. You run the day. Don't let the day run you. And that is my motivational minute. So how are you? How is your morning going? Enough about me. How are you? We are just doing just kind of a neutral look this morning. Bringing in those warm earth tones. I think we'll put a little shimmer on the lid. We're going to shimmer and shine a little bit today. That lighting. I complain about the lighting every morning. When I go back and look at the replay, it's not terrible. But on my end, I don't know, I guess looking at my end, it's different. So let's pop that under eye or under brow highlight in there, which I always use like a real light shade. I know, Thursday, the weekend is almost here, Shelby. Whoop, whoop. Any fun plans for the weekend? Anything going on? My niece and nephew are coming to town. Super pumped about that. Excited to see them. Okay, where am I? Okay. Yeah, very excited. So I have a long weekend coming up, and I'm super, super pumped about that. It will be, what is today? The 26th. So it'll be busy. We're coming into end of month for Younique. So I'll be working with the ladies so they can get all those awesome bonuses. That's so much fun though. End of month is tiring in this business, but so worth it. So many celebrations. But I don't really have any plans on the agenda. I have some painting that I really need to get done. I have to look at the weather. You know when you have like that to-do list at the beginning of summer, all these wonderful things you're going to get done around your house? And then here we are, closing in on the end of July, and I have not gotten that list to where it really should be. So I need to spend some time with that for sure. We just have to see if the weather will cooperate. Can you believe, like, it is the end of July? Like, we're nearing the end of July? Where does the time go? Time flies. Get some blending. My favorite blending is this girl's Cardio, for sure. Okay. No plans. You know what? I think no plans sometimes are the best. You just kind of go with whatever is making you happy at the moment. Nothing at all wrong with that, Shelby. Nothing at all. What do we think of the earth tones? Do we like these? It's a pretty common look for me. Just one of my faves. Let's get something on those lids and let's move on. We can come back and clean it up. One of my favorite little shimmers. We're just using pressed shadows today, if you were wondering. Using pressed shadows. On the lid, I love to use this angled sponge brush because the sponge side just picks up the product so nicely and you can just press it on. Because it's a shimmer, I don't want to swipe it. I just want to press it and deposit that in there. Go, take a little bit of the extra, give ourselves a little inner eye highlight. We want to glow, right? We want to glow today. If you're just hopping on, please say good morning. Bring your morning drink. What is it? Are you a coffee drinker, tea, water? Bring your drink, have a sit. Let's have a little chat. Get our day started in a fun way. Because it sets tone for the day, right? If you can hang out with friends in the morning, you know, sets a little tone. Maybe you don't have time to make it to the coffee shop and see everyone. So come to to this little virtual coffee shop. Come hang. Okay, we're using the liquid liner again today. We also, I go back and forth. We have a smudge-proof pencil that I really like, but this liquid, knowing that there could be tears today, I just want to make sure that everything is set and won't move. Because I'm telling you all, I have had, like, you know, ugly cries. Like, there are cries and then there are ugly cries. I have had ugly cries through this makeup and it has stayed, thankfully. So I'm just kind of preparing, just in case. Just in case. I'm sure I will see signs from my mom today. Do you see signs from your loved ones who've passed? I see feathers, cardinals, pennies, butterflies, especially when my nieces and nephews are around. Then it's like an overdrive. See a lot. But I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I think it just shows that they're always around us. Let's clean up our shadow. If this is your first time hanging out with us, let me know. I want to introduce myself the proper way. I love making friends. I love getting to know more about people. I love connecting. That's my favorite thing. And that's what, like, my friends will always say. You make friends everywhere you go, because I love it. You know, Buddy the Elf smiling was his favorite. Like, connecting with people is my favorite. Who thought you'd get a Buddy the Elf reference? It is, you know, the day after Christmas in July, so it kind of fits, right? It fits. As Sheryl Crow says, if it makes you happy, it's not that bad. Get our epic mascara on because I would like to take my lashes with me today. Hey, Sue, thanks so much for watching and thanks for the wave. I appreciate that. How are you this morning? I feel like I could sit here and be like, more friends, more friends. Like, it makes me so happy to meet new people. I love it. You can never, ever, ever have too many friends in life. Especially those friends that make you feel good, right? That's what I always say. Like, it is a no judgment zone up in here. We are all pals. Good morning. You too, Sue. I hope your day is fabulous. I hope it's one of the best days ever. That's one of the quotes that I love, is that today could be the best day of your life. You know, like, you never know. It could be the best day of your life. And I think that's so fun to kind of sit and think about and suppose about. What if it is? What would the best day of your life look like? Or best day yet, I guess I should say. Best day yet. What does that look like? We've got lashes, my friends. They are coming with us today. Not going to be a part of that itty bitty lash committee on this day. We are not. My Facebook notifications, like, I have my phone sitting here and they're like boom, 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 boom. So just wanted to make sure there wasn't like something major that I was missing. Okay, so what do we think of the eyes? Maybe need a little more of a blend, but do we like that combo? Like the earth tones, the neutrals? Yes, yes. We like. You're blessed. I love it, Sue. I love it. Yes, you are. You're working on a cup of joe. Do you know I'm not a coffee drinker and I feel so left out because of that? Like, I feel like I'm the big minority. I want to love coffee. I want to sit and have a cup of joe with you. It's just never, I don't know. I've just never acquired that taste. How old are people when they start drinking coffee? Like, are people pretty young now? I don't know, maybe in my late 40s, I don't know, maybe in my early 50s I'll finally acquire the taste. But I feel left out because people are like, let's go grab a coffee, and I'm like, Well, I'll have water, but I'll come with you. Oh, thank you so much, Sue. We like those colors. Those colors are working for us today. I just think those are such nice go-to shades, at least for me and my skin tone. That's one of the palette colors that I typically gravitate towards. Okay, let's contour. You know why? Because this girl wants to slim the face. All about slimming that face. You can shave a couple pounds off of your face with a good contour, which I will take all day, every day. So we're going to come down the cheekbones so that we can create some definition there. Any fun weekend plans for anyone? Like, what's going on? What are we doing? How are we celebrating summer? Got some good stuff on the agenda. I have to look at the weather. I have no idea what the weather's supposed to be. Obviously, that'll dictate a lot of what I'm doing. I would like to get outside because I feel like my summertime glow is fading. And I like to have that nice little tan going on. Oh, people are funny. People are funny. Let's just there we go. Bye-bye, Edward. Not sure what he meant by doing some work, but listen, here's a good little like reminder for your day. You do not have to put up with negativity, and that wasn't super negative by any means, but I just don't think it serves our positive conversation. So we bless and we release, and we say we hope that he has the best of days, but we are not going to surround ourselves with that. Did you know that you become like the sum of the people that you hang around with? So are the people that you're hanging with positive? Do they lift you up? Do they make you happy? That's important. If they don't, not saying that you have to remove them from your life, but just be aware of how valuable your time is, how valuable your presence is, and make sure that you're spending that with people, you know, who appreciate it, who lift you up. And do a quick contour there. Oh, that's the worst. Why did you have flooding or did something happen, Sue? It is the worst when you're trying to get that pool back to the way it is and you're trying to clean it and you can't see the bottom. Been there. No fun. I hope it goes quicker than sometimes it does. Okay, we got a little contour going on. I'm going to put a little blush and then we'll blend all of that up. Where's everyone from? State, country? I am in Pennsylvania. Have you ever been? Are you from Pennsylvania? Okay, where's my big brush? I think the worst thing about that, Sue, is the surprises you sometimes find in the deep end of the pool. Yeah, those can be special, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was down there. Okay, lip color for today. What kind of lip color? I'm going to put a little highlight on. Let's see. You know, I did a really pretty combo last night. Maybe I'll try to duplicate that one because I thought it was pretty. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, 8 days, especially in that North Carolina heat and sun, will do it. My niece and nephew live in North Carolina. They are in the Raleigh-Durham area. So nice down there. But they have been telling me that it's been super hot. Super hot. They spend a lot of time at the pool. Or you know what? Let's just do the Hottie Lip Plumper. I think the Hottie Lip Plumper is where it's at. I think we'll do Chandelle today. Get that, pucker up that pout, right? And then we have the fun gloss of summer, so we're not like overdoing it. Not that I think there's anything wrong with overdoing it. Sometimes I think a strong lip, you know, especially a red lip, it just makes you ready for the day. Like, do you feel sometimes like with certain makeup, you know, like if your makeup's really rocking, or maybe it's a little darker, a little more contoured than it normally is, don't you feel like you can just take on the day? Okay, let's see. What do we think? We're not overly done today, but we have tried, right? We've put ourselves together. Now we're going to set it all in place. Actually, we're going to do two things. A finishing powder. This is SPF 25, so it's awesome for summer, just to kind of set everything in place. So I like to put it in the areas that will be hit by the sun, so that we have that, I'm not going to blend it out with this brush, you can, just so that there's that extra protection. And then I'm going to take setting powder so that we can be a little sweat proof, keep everything in place, and I just dab a little onto the end of the brush, and we just kind of press it in, and then we'll go through and do our final blend. You can do a little extra layer over your eyes if you want, and then just really lightly blend. You too, Sue. Good luck with the pool. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. There we go. I think we're going to put a little bit more blush just to kind of make those cheeks have their own little natural color. When you're putting foundation on, you remove the natural coloring. So that's why you have to do blush and bronzers and kind of put that appearance of natural coloring back in your face. Okay, there we go. There we go. We are finished. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you click follow so that you get notifications when it's time for some coffee talk, so you can come and hang out. If you learned something or this brought you joy in any way, you are always welcome to share. And if you need anything, if I can be of help, please message me. Have an amazing day, guys. I will talk to you soon.